What do most people get wrong about the MBTI or misunderstand about the MBTI?
Well, I think that, first of all, let me say that there have been some books and articles written in the past 5 years that largely try to discredit the Myers-Briggs type indicator or psychological type theory in general as being a sort of a parlor game or
Hmm.
a way of using a popularized type approach that is not scientifically based. And that is absolutely wrong. The Myers-Briggs type indicator has some of the finest psychometrics, in other words, reliability and validity and stability over time, equal or better than any of the other known psychological tests. And I'm talking about the latest version of the Myers-Briggs type indicator, which is called
Hmm.
Form M. So that's one aspect. The other aspect is what I said earlier. I'll just add this on that psychologists and social scientists in general tend to look at trait measures or continuous variability. And the Myers-Briggs type indicator is developed by Isabel Briggs Myers and her associates is based upon type. Type is basically qualitative distinctions among different personalities.
Hmm.
And this was made to synchronize with Carl Jung's uh, theory of psychological individuation. Unfortunately, Dr. Jung was not highly regarded in academic psychology either, so there's another
Indeed.
biasing factor.
And I don't know about you, but for me, there's something about the way that the Myers-Briggs type indicator looks at those differences between people, which actually makes it much easier for people to use and understand. Because as human beings, we can see those differences. We can say, that's there, this is there. It's much more difficult, I think, for us to get hold of this idea of continuous scales or continuous variables, as you said.
Yes, yes, I think so. I mean, obviously, we have a varying degree of ability in some areas as we learn a new skill, like, say, a sport. However, I think it's common sense that we tend to view the world in categories. Sometimes these are
Hmm.
naive stereotypes, and they can give rise to all kinds of biases, John, which can be detrimental. However, as we get to meet people, as I said earlier, whole types or whole persons, when we interact with them, we appreciate the variety of differences. And that's one of the main values that Isabel Briggs Myers tried to inculcate, which is to appreciate difference rather to blame difference or to
Yeah,
judge.
absolutely. And I guess that's why she called one of the best known books she wrote about type gifts differing, because it is that idea
Gifts
that we
differing.
all have those different gifts.